never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. All in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with it. Don't blame me, oh, they just shame me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man. Myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty sort of treat me like a stain.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Jaguars going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Ohio, flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Grand 38!
The slot man in motion right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go! 38!
To throw on 3rd down. Finley finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
Back to throw. Finley rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
On third down, Finley forced out to his left. Throwing deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go!
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go. Man 38.
Looking to throw. Finley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Let's go. Flex round. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Finley being chased out left. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And Dixon over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on second down. Finley. Big hold of the 30. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Come on, let's go. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Flex round.
Off play action. Finley. Oh, it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now they try the right side here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Ohio, flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Finley escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Flowers. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go! Finish 38! Ohio!
Now Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flowers. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
This will be fielded at the 6. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing here, Dobbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Flex round. Here we go.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Dobbs now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing Jones. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And Brenza's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio.
looking to throw on second down. Finley buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time it was definitely an or not.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. Let's round. Let's round. Here we go. Let's round. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. Check four. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. He's going to take a shot. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they try the right side here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Let's go. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Finley. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run, So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he sheds himself free. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 48-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down. Finley trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Jones now to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Jones looking to throw on second down. Escaping, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go.
To throw is Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Let's go. 1-9. Let's round. Let's run. Let's go. Ohio. Here we go. Let's round.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Broncos, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.